Hi, my name is Victoria. Thank you for joining me for our slightly 20 minutes over Pilates Mat workout for beginners today. Do not hesitate to join me right here, right now. Grab the mat, come into the seated position in front of your mat. Keep your knees bent. Reach nice and tall through your crown of your head. Press your navel in. Grab under your thighs. Keep your feet hip distance apart. And practice your C-curve first. Surround your shoulders. Press your navel in. And come half way down on the mat. Come up to the seated. Round your back. Bring yourself halfway down. Hold by your thighs. And bring yourself back up to the seated. Perfect. Come a little bit lower this time. Reach up to the seated. Take an inhale. With exhale, roll yourself down, almost on the tip of the shoulders. Inhale, stack up. Exhale, come a little bit lower again. Grab by your thighs to help yourself get back to the seated if you need to. Last one. Perfect. And now let's go all the way down on the mat. Perfect. Slowly, one vertebra at a time. Shoulders and last, head on the mat. Bring your feet a little bit closer. Find the neutral spine. Press your navel in. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. And we're gonna practice tabletop position, one leg at a time. So bring one leg to the 90 degrees angle. Try to keep your shin parallel to the mat and toes pointed. Now bring the other leg to join it and bring it back down on the mat. So the tabletop position. Try to keep your knees over your hips and the shins parallel to the mat, as we already said, okay? So you're using your lower abdominal muscles here while practicing tabletop position already. Perfect. One leg at a time. Now let's practice the head nod cervical curl. So bring your chin towards the chest and lift your shoulders off the mat. Bring your arms shoulder height and prepare for 100. Okay, so engage your abdominals. Take an inhale and with exhale start pumping. 5 counts for inhale, 5 counts for exhale. Keep your torso stable, head and the shoulders off the mat. For the moment, we are keeping legs on the ground, okay? Knees slightly bent. You're already feeling your abdominals. And if you are ready, you can bring them to the tabletop position. Perfect. Little bit more challenge. Keep pumping. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Keep going. Nice warm up. Bring the blood through your veins into your body. Get ready for next exercises. Perfect. To finish, stop pumping. Lower your head and the shoulders down on the mat. Bring one leg down on the mat and bring the other to join it. Perfect. Move your feet a little bit further on the mat to keep your knees slightly bent. And let's practice head nod cervical curl for our roll-up exercise. Okay, so tuck the chin and raise your shoulders off the mat a little bit and bring yourself back down on the mat. Take an inhale and with exhale, head nod, cervical curl. Come off the mat and bring yourself back down. Okay, engage your core muscles and bring yourself back down. Now reach your hands behind your head. Take an inhale and with exhale, head nod, cervical curl and bring yourself up to the seated. Okay, reach your hands in front of you and press your navel in, Curl your back and bring yourself back down on the mat, one vertebra at a time. Inhale and exhale. Tuck the chin, roll your shoulders and the back off the mat. Come to the seated, reach hands forward. Inhale, tuck the belly in, roll yourself back down on the mat and reach behind you. Perfect. Repeat. 3 more roll-up exercises. Bring yourself all the way down on the mat with inhale. Reach behind you. Exhale. Roll yourself up off the mat. You can grab by your thighs if you need to help yourself. And bring yourself back down on the mat, one vertebra at a time. Perfect. Place your hands by your sides. Extend your right leg long on the mat. Bring your left leg to the tabletop position. Keep your lower back glute on the mat. And circle your left leg over your right leg, down, out, and return to position. Okay, so your pelvis and your shoulders are stable. You're working with your leg, trying to open your hip. Perfect. So take an inhale, and with exhale, return to position. Now reverse the direction. Circle your leg out, down, over your right leg, and return to position. Inhale, and exhale, return. One more. Perfect. Now switch the legs, bring your right leg to the tabletop position. And let's do one leg circle exercise for your right leg. So circle your right leg over your left leg, bring it down, out, and return to the center. Inhale and exhale, return. Okay. Perfect. Now return direction and 4 more circles for your right leg. Take an inhale, down, and with exhale, return to the center. Perfect. Now bring your leg back down on the mat. And for next exercise, bring your legs towards the chest, one at a time. Find a neutral spine and practice coccyx curl and gentle lift of your lower back and bum off the mat towards your head. Okay, so we are practicing for the roll over exercise here. You can keep your knees slightly bent, engage your core. You can extend your legs 90 degrees towards the ceiling. Press to the palms and just gently lift your bum off the mat towards your head. Perfect. Now bring the leg back to the position and roll yourself up to the seated. So keep your knees bent, grab underneath your thighs, and we do modified version of the rolling back exercise. So curl your back into the C curl, lift your legs off the mat, tuck your chin slightly towards your chest, keep the position, and with inhale, roll yourself down on the tip of the shoulders, and with exhale, bring yourself back up to the seated and balance. Okay, inhale, tuck your belly in, and with exhale, bring yourself back up to the seated. Perfect. Make sure your mat is thick enough to nicely massage your spine with this exercise. Perfect. And the last one. Now hold in the position, reach your hands in front of you and hold the boat position for 5, for 3, for 2, for 1, and relax. Back down on the mat, your feet, and roll yourself all the way down with control. Now bring your both legs towards your chest. Grab with your left hand by your right knee, with your right hand by your right ankle, push towards yourself and switch the legs. So this is called one leg stretch. So you extending one leg long while pulling your other leg bent towards your chest. Okay, you can keep your head down on the mat, or you can do head nod cervical curl, bring your shoulders off the mat and try to pull your knee towards your cheekbone while extending the other leg long. Okay, toes are pointed, leg is off the mat while extended. Keep going. Bring both legs together, bring yourself down on the mat, and let's practice for double leg stretch. So we're just gonna extend the legs long to the 45 degrees and bring them back to the center. And you are working your lower abdominal muscles here just by extending your legs to the ankle. Perfect. Keep your lower back glute down on the mat. Now try to reach your hands behind your head, extend your legs long, circle your arms and meet each other by the ankle. So take an inhale to reach away from each other, and with exhale, circle the arms and bring back by your ankles. And that's almost a double leg stretch exercise, except we are keeping the head and the shoulders down on the mat, but we are still working our abdominal muscles here. Perfect, and the last one. And now keep your legs in tabletop position. And we are gonna practice the low scissors exercise with the bent knees. And so you're trying to reach the mat with one leg, with your toe, while the other leg or other knee is trying to reach towards your chest. Okay, and you are switching the legs one at a time. And keep your lower back glute down on the mat. And with the next one, we are going to try a low scissors exercise with the legs straight. So peel your head and the shoulders off the mat. Grab by your ankle or by your thighs. Extend the other leg long, just a few inches above the mat. Pull your leg towards your forehead and switch the legs. Perfect. Keep switching and pulling your legs slightly towards yourself. And finish. Bring the legs back in the position, and let's do the crisscross exercise. Okay, so we are going to try to reach your knee with your opposite elbow. So twist your torso to reach your opposite knee, and while extending your other leg long, few inches off the mat. Keep switching your legs with the control. And to finish, bring back to the center, lower yourself down on the mat and roll yourself up to the seated for our next exercise called spine stretch. You can bring a block underneath your bum. If you need to, it will help you to sit straight from your back as your hips are higher off the ground. You can keep your knees bent and imagine there is someone pulling you through your crown of your head. Extend your arms shoulder high level in front of you. Take an inhale, and with exhale, bring your head in between your shoulders and reach forward. Try to press your navel in while reaching forward for the long extension from your waist. Inhale to stack up and exhale, reach forward. Perfect. If your knees allow you, you can extend your legs long and lock your knees there. And keep going. Inhale, exhale, reach forward. And with inhale, stuck up, shoulders away from the ears. Press your navel in. 2 more. And the last one. Perfect. Hold your straight back. You can feel it. And take off your block. Now you can use a little pillow or the towel if you had a towel underneath your bum for our low corkscrew exercise. So bring yourself down on the mat with control. Place something underneath your bum if you need to. Keep your hands by your sides, nice and long. Bring your legs to the tabletop and then extend them towards the ceiling, or you can keep them slightly bent if you need to, and circle your legs by your side, down to the other side, and return back to the center. Perfect. So keep your back and the shoulders on the mat and try to circle your legs together. Toes are pointed. Might be a little bit of challenge here with this one, but you can do it. And always reverse the direction from side to side. Perfect. Circle your legs down with inhale, and with exhale return to position. For next exercise, gonna bring your legs down on the mat, take off the pillow, bring yourself up to the seated, and bring your legs wide off the mat into the V. You can keep the knees bent again, sit on your sit bones, reach tall from your waist. Extend your arms to the sides, into the T. Take an inhale. And with exhale, twist from your waist to the side. Okay, so try to reach your chest on the side while twisting. And try to keep your legs in the position, your bum on the mat. You can inhale, and with exhale, twist to the side. On the other side. Perfect. Try to keep your arms in the shoulder height. And your back straight. So your navel press in while twisting. Perfect. And for next exercise, you're gonna bring yourself back down on the mat with the control. And bring your feet closer to your bum, and let's practice pelvic tilt. So tilt your pelvis towards the ceiling and bring it back down. Press your navel in so your back is glued down on the mat. Practice a couple of times. Keep your shoulders away from the ears. Press your hands by your sides. Take an inhale, and with exhale, roll your hips off the mat. Shoulder, hips, and knees are aligned. Hold for 10 seconds. Hold for 8. Hold. Keep your hips up in the position for 2, for 1, and bring yourself back down on the mat, 1 vertebra at a time. Perfect. Now repeat. Tilt your pelvis and roll your hips up off the mat. And bring back down with the control. Okay, repeat again. It's great exercise for strengthening your lower back, your glutes. And come up again. and lower back down on the mat, one vertebra at a time. Perfect. Now let's change the position for our next exercise. Bring yourself down on the mat on your belly. Keep your hands by your side, by your ears. Find the neutral spine, so press your belly button in and up towards your lower back. Take an inhale, and with exhale, peel your head and the chest off the mat to the swan position. Okay, you can keep your elbows slightly bent. Just go into the extension when your lower back is not hurting. Try to articulate the spine one vertebra at a time while coming up and down. In this position, do it slowly and with the control. Okay, so you can bring your palms a little bit further on the mat, and this time come to the full extension on your arms. Press your navel in, take a couple of breaths. Make sure your lower back is not hurting in this position. And then keep your legs down on the mat and bring yourself back down with the control. Perfect. It's great exercise for strengthening your posterior muscles of your back. Now we keep going with the next exercise called Superman. So reach your hands in front while peeling your head and the chest slightly off the mat. And try to keep your legs down on the mat for the moment. Just practicing the upper body gentle lift of the mat while extending the arms in front. Okay, so that's great exercise for your posterior muscles of the back. And in the moment we are going to add on, and we will lift the legs of the mat as well. So reach your hands in the front of you. Take an inhale and raise your hands, head, the chest and the legs of the mat at the same time. Okay, just press the pubic bone down on the mat. Strengthen your back muscles, your glutes, your thighs, and come back down on the mat. Inhale and exhale, lower back down. One more time. Perfect. Now bring yourself up to the all fours position, and your wrists are underneath your shoulders, your knees are underneath your hips. Take an inhale, arch your back, look forward, and take an exhale to round your back and bring your head between your shoulders. Perfect. Repeat a couple of times. Great stretching exercise called cat-cow. And now find the neutral spine and come to the spinal balance exercise. So reach your right hand in front of you, your left leg behind you. Reach nice and long and bring back to the position. Switch the hand and your leg. Extend long, balance for a second and return back to the position. Now extend your right hand and your left leg and meet the elbow and your knee underneath you and reach away from each other long. With the last one, you are going to bring your hands back down on the mat. Keep your leg long and do 5 push-ups on your knees. Okay, 3, 2, almost there guys, hold on. And the last one. Perfect. Now let's switch the hand and the leg. Extend long and meet the knee with the elbow down underneath you and reach further away from each other. Perfect. Keep the balance. Don't fall yet. Last one. Now bring the hand back down on the mat and 5 push-ups on your left knee. Okay? 2, 1. Perfect. Come back into the position. Reach and to the child pose. Stretch your arms. Sit on your heels. Round your back. Push away from your thighs. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Good workout today, right? Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!